Infant recognition of face, the power of language. The ability to distinguish between familiar and unfamiliar faces and between native and non-native language for a period of time after birth disappears with age. The phenomenon known as perceptual knowing and perceptual attunement. Existing research suggests that language can play a role in restoring facial recognition to other races. Moreover, there is evidence that speech and face recognition systems do not develop independently of each other. Presenting infants' native language with the face of other races can also facilitate their learning and recognition. Therefore, the purpose of the present study was to examine the effect of language familiarity on the perceptual knowing of faces. Existing research has focused on examining infants' recognition of different racial faces, but few studies have combined racial face recognition with language, and the present study fills a research gap in this area. Subjects in this study were 9 and 12-month-old infants who sat on their parents' laps to complete the experiment. The formal experiment was divided into phases. In the familiarization phases, the familiarization stimulus was first displayed in the center of the screen while audio was played. The familiarization trials lasted 30 seconds. The familiarization trials were followed by test trial in which the familiarization stimulus and the unfamiliar stimulus were presented side by side, but no speech was presented. Steps are consistent with the familiarization test. The experimenter will use an instrument to record how long and how many times the infant gazes at the photograph of the human face. It was found that after 30 seconds of familiarization, 9 and 12-month-old infants showed recognition of other races' face only in learning related to non-native language, but not to the native language. The face that the native language did not reflected recognition of other race faces after 9 months of age, but the non-native language did, suggests that 9 and 12-old infants already have experimentation about which language a person should speak, or at least which language they shouldn't speak. Overall, society becomes more multicultural and interconnected. It is crucial to understand the factors that influence infants' perceptions of faces of other races. Research provides insights into how parents can influence children's cognitive development through everyday interactions. This study inspires people in their daily parent-child interaction to watch media content with their children that includes multiple language and aesthetics to help their children remain sensitive to different faces. Furthermore, the results of this study also reveal how early education can control perceptual shrinking by including multilingual and reciprocal educational content. This is extremely important for educational formulas and practitioners, and it supports the development of more inclusive and holistic educational strategies.